Dear viewers, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show how to visualize bar chart in Angular application using Google Chart Library. In this chart application, bar chart data will come from SQL Server database and .NET 5 REST API will expose the database data to Angular application. I will be using Visual Studio Code for creating Angular application, Visual Studio 2019 for creating .NET 5 REST API and SQL Server for database. Let's open the Visual Studio Code. This is the project I had created in the last couple of videos of this playlist. Let's type npm start to start the application in the browser. If you are Angular developer, you are familiar with this command. If you are not, please watch my Angular fundamental playlist. Now, there are three charts we can see. This is the pie chart I created. I discussed how to create pie chart in the first video, and the column chart in the second, and the third I discussed star column chart. Please watch those videos before watching this current one. Okay, let's start building the bar chart in my already created application. So split the terminal here. Okay, ng generate component, and here the component will be created under the chart folder and component name will be bar chart. Press enter. Bar chart component has been created under this folder. This one. Let's change the selector name. Okay, let's open the app component HTML and add a bar chart component here as HTML element. Let's save. When I complete the building bar chart implementation in the bar chart component, the chart will be visible under this section. This is the official website of Google Chart Library. So here you can see the quick start guide, and there are a couple of steps. First step is load the chart library, and the second step is to prepare the data. Data preparation is necessary. Customize. Third step is to customize the chart. Fourth step is the draw the chart. Those customize the chart is not mandatory. This is optional. Using this option we can customize the chart, like we can change the chart height, width and color, and the legend and the title. And first load the chart library and prepare the data and draw the chart is the mandatory for each chart. First one and the third one is the common for every chart, but prepare the data. Data preparation might vary from chart to chart in the Google Chart Library. So let's click that load the chart library. Here this is the loader. So I already added the loader in my application. Basically I added in the index.html file here, and then I need to go back to the bar chart component and the loader functionality. Here it is, the loader functionality. So I'm adding the loader code in here under the ng-only-init method. So Google is known property here, so I need to declare the Google as a global variable. So here declare var Google any. Okay. The first argument of this method is the version name or number. Current is the current version. The packages is an array. It can take 0 or more package. Code chart is the package for the code charts like bar chart, column chart, and the pie chart, and so on. And this is the callback method. Once the loader has been loaded, this method will be called. Let's define the draw chart method in here. This here. So we're done with the first step, load the loader. So next step is the preparation, prepare the data. So let's check the dashboard. This is the bar chart. You can learn how to prepare the data from this web page. So I have some code. So Google chart basically expect the data wrapped in a data table class, and this is array. This is why this method converts the array into data table. So this is the very simple steps to prepare the data for bar chart. Let's instantiate the bar chart. If you go down this web page, we can see how can instantiate the bar chart. So yeah, this one. Let's copy and paste my application. Okay, here. So this is the HTML element. I'm changing the name of this element. So here the div bar chart. Okay, now I need to add this element into the into my HTML file. Okay, so let's delete it and add the div. ID should be the div chart, div bar chart. Okay, this is the placeholder. The bar chart will be rendered on this placeholder. Okay, now we are ready to call the draw method. So chart to draw. Here the first parameter is of this method is data, and the second parameter is options. Right now we are not preparing the options here, so I'm passing null. Okay, let's see in the browser. Okay, bar chart, we are done. We can see the bar chart in the bar chart section. If I recap, that there are three mandatory steps to integrate the bar chart in Angular application. First step is to load the loader. Second step is to prepare the data, and the third step is to instantiate the chart and call a draw method. In browser, the bar chart, one thing I would like to notice you that all columns are same color. By adding role in the data table column, we can customize the bar color. In this case, value of the role is style. The style allowed to control the bar look and feel by using CSS like declaration. Let's see how can we add the role in the data table. So here we can add a new column, name it the role. In this case, I need to add the value is style. So this will allow me to add the CSS like declaration. So for copper, I'm adding a color code. Okay, like this way. For copper, I did the color code. For silver, color is silver, and the gold color is gold, and the platinum, it is CSS style like declaration, is the color and the color code. So now bar color will be the same as the provided value. Let's see. Let's save and open the browser. Now we can see the changed color. We can also labeling the bar by adding role value annotation. Let's see how to add the role value annotation. Yeah, you can add another column, role, and value will be annotation. So this will allow to annotate the text. So like copper per CO, this is the symbol of copper, and silver for AG, and gold for AU. Those are the chemical symbols, and the platinum for PT. Let's see in the browser. Yeah, we can see label of each bar. Let's add an option to customize the bar chart. Here the bar option is a JavaScript class. It's a key value pair. So first we can put the title here. The value of the title will be density of precious metals. Let's see. Sorry, we need to pass the options into the chart draw method. So let's save and save. Okay, this is the title has been added. If you want to hide this legend, let's add option and the parameter and the key. Let's add another key in the option. This is legend, and value will be none. So legend will be removed from the chart. Let's say there is no legend. So if I recap, using role style, we customize the color of the bar. Using role annotation, we customize the label, and using options, we customize the title and the legend also. This is all about to visualize the bar chart using hard-coded data. Let's see if the data is coming from Angular service. In our demo application, I have already created services for metal service. This service was used in the column chart, so we can reuse this service in our bar chart component. So let's inject the metal service here. Metal service. Okay. Let's fix the import issues. Okay. Declare a variable here metals, and use the metal service to call the getAll method. Okay. So if I go to the getAll method, so here this getAll method returns the all metals. So here the metal name. This metals is an array of metal model object, and metal model has the property metal name, density, style, and label. So as this method is passed in the callback method, so we are not allowed to pass the data from the service into this method. So we need to refactor our code. So I am creating here a new method, name it build chart. So within this method might have one parameter. The name is metals. This is the array of metal model object. So this method can take the array of metals. So inside this method I'm declaring an inline method. I name it render chart, and this method will be the this method has a parameter and name chart. This method basically can take a callback method. Okay, let's declare a bar chart inline method here. So this method will return the instance of the bar chart. Okay, and here I am declaring another inline method. Name it the callback. This method exactly call this method. Now call this inline method render chart and pass this method as a parameter. Okay, and I replace this Google chat callback in here and pass this method instead of draw chart. Okay, and now I'm going to copy everything from here to here. So this is not a part of instantiation here, and as the chart is the method, this is not a variable, so I need to add this signature. Shift+F. So here I need to call the build chart method. Can pass the metals. Okay, let's see the browser. After refactoring, now we can see the same bar chart, but still we are using hard coded data. And first we need to comment out this code. We do not need the draw chart, and still we are using the hard coded data. Let's comment this hard coded data here. Ctrl+C. Let's declare a variable, name it bar chart items. This is the array. So first item of this array is the column name. This value will be the first item of this array. So and let's iterate the metals array into for is declare item. Okay, so within this area push the first data will be the metal name, second is the metal density, and third to the item is style, and the fourth one is the item label. Okay, now array has been prepared. Let's convert it into the data table. So this is the code. Actually we can convert the data table. So okay, let's pass this array into this method. So one thing I think I should add the left angle bracket and the right angle bracket. Let's see in the browser. Okay, now I can see the bar chart and data is coming from the Angular service. So in real world the Angular service data will not be a hard-coded data. This will come from the REST API. So the next video I'll show you how to get the data from the REST API and to visualize in the bar chart. Thank you.